Hey, Andrew here. Today, we're going to be shooting this. If there's anything that's really sexy, it has to be the ladies' stiletto, especially a red colored one. And I've always wanted to shoot one with beautiful lighting. We're going to try with one light, two lights, three lights, and even colored light, and let's see what we really get out of this. Get yourself an acrylic sheet like this. The best way to get them, go to this signboard maker and get them to custom cut for you. So I actually have a few of these at the storeroom. So this is kind of beaten up but still good enough. Lay it flat on your shoot table. This is an ordinary banquet table. So what I'm going to do, simple. We're going to have one here and another here. Let's see how it looks from the front. And that's what I like about acrylic sheets. Notice that beautiful reflection that we get. Even though the acrylic sheet is kind of beaten up, but it still gives a beautiful reflection. So let's go with this orientation for now. This is my first light. This is the Seyun LED light that really gives out so many color, you wouldn't believe this. This totally changed my life because now I don't have to depend on those sickly 5-colored gel. I can pull hundreds of colors from here. I'm just gonna put this directly below this acrylic sheet. Notice how I stick this out? You'll understand why I do this, so that this can hide the light. And this is the most important part of the trick. Go get yourself a black color backdrop. It doesn't need to be big because if you look at the heels, it's really small. So I'm gonna move this in and shine light onto this black backdrop. So if you look at this, this gives you really saturated background at the black. So if you want to impart color onto your background without using colored paper, which is not solid, you want saturated color, always make sure that you use a black backdrop, not a white, not any color. And here's an important thing that I want you to learn. So if you move this backdrop closer to the light, you get more intense spot, but it's a smaller spot. But if you move it back, you get a bigger coverage. So remember this rule, distance give you bigger coverage. So if I were to stand far away from you and start yelling, everybody could hear. But if I come closer to you and I yell, I don't need to yell so much and it's more intense. So this should be a good background. Let's see how just with one light, we can make this still look nice. So 4 things. Manual exposure, which is my favorite mode because I can dial in everything perfectly the way that I want. Number 2, I'm using an ISO of 800. When we deal with LED lights and modern cameras like this, you don't need to worry about using ISO too high. So 400 or 800 is amazing. So I'm choosing 400 because LED lights are still not as powerful as Studio Flash. And then the choice of aperture of f11 here. So I'm using f11 here for a reason. I want to get the front and the back of the stiletto equally sharp. That means a deeper depth of field. And then what I do, I just take my camera and meter this all the way until I see negative about 2 stops. This is 1 stop, this is 2 stop. So this is about 2 stop and it's giving me a shutter speed of 1/80. So I'm going to focus on the outline of the shoe and boom, just one light. Well, to be honest with you, it looks kind of cool, kind of artistic, but it's completely useless because you cannot see the stiletto. We're going to start adding more light. So rule number 1, add 1 light, not good enough, add another light, not good enough, add another light. And by that time, if you have about 3 lights, you got to start thinking, should I add more lights or is there a better way? Let's try adding 1 more light. If you have a second light, here's my advice. Always put it at the back instead of the front. Let me show you why. We want to get an outline of light, bringing out a beautiful rim light for the whole stiletto on the right hand side. So this is going to be the height I'm doing. Tilt the light down a little bit. Make sure you don't shine on this acrylic sheet. So the Kelvin now of this light is 4500. Increase the power. This is just 2% and it already looks so amazing. Gonna make the light more yellow. If I bring the Kelvin up, it's gonna make the light bluish. That won't work good. Red, use yellow light. So it's 4500. 500 on the Kelvin, not too yellow. Good. So this is the second light being added, which is like a rim light over this side. Take a look at this. This is really beautiful. It brings out that outline on the right stiletto. But the issue is, if we can make it so nice on this side, we should do the same. So we're going to come to this side with the same kind of lighting effect. We're going to shine it to the side and produce two rim lights. So whenever you can, if you have two lights, always put it at the back. Let's get one more light for this side. So this is the third light we're adding. Same orientation. Gonna lift this up a little bit, and then I'm just gonna mimic what we did over that side. It's supposed to be the same. Gonna make sure that the light is not too blue. This is too blue. We're gonna bring this to yellow. Yellow it's gonna make the red even redder. So this is fantastic. Let's take a look how this looks like. 3 lights now at f11, ISO 800, and the shutter speed of 1/100 of a second, and my white balance is 5003. Manual exposure. Oh, I just love this. The only issue is, take a look at this part of the stiletto. It's completely black. So you're probably thinking that, let's add one more light. But when you do so, you're going to have 2 problems. Number 1 is 1 light too many. Number 2, this front light is going to shine light onto that black background. You're going to lose that saturated red background that we have. So what we're going to do, we're going to add a bounce cut. So take a mounting board like this, black on one side, white on one side, and what I do is I cut them horizontally, and I use clamps like this in this orientation. This will make the flag stay put on the table, right? And the moment I do this, I am bouncing light off that light and also this light to the front of the stiletto. So you notice that this part of the stiletto is really dark, and that's where I introduce the bounce flag, and this would shine light onto the shoe without the flag, so you don't need a 4th light. So this is what I usually do. I take a brush, I whack it on the table leg to remove more dust, and then you wouldn't believe how much of dust there is when you're shooting products like this. And a blower. So you should always do both. And you wouldn't believe it, brushes like this actually scratches this acrylic sheet. But I'm not going to be fussy. When I buy acrylic sheet like this, I usually buy them extra. So I'm going to wear this out completely until I start seeing lines. That's when I change. Let's take a shot. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. And there you go. You just saw how I use 3 LED lights to do the shoot. To be honest, I totally love the Zhiyun's LED light. They're small, they come with battery powered, and not only that, it's really powerful. And what's really amazing, the color that I get from this without using gel. So a big shout out to Zhiyun. If you're looking for LED lights, check out their website. And I just want you to know, they didn't sponsor this episode. So Zhiyun sent this to me for product review. And usually we sell them away if it's something that we don't need. But I found myself keeping all Zhiyun's light. And that's why I love them. And they're affordable too. If you like what you learn, click subscribe. And I'd like to hear your comment. What are kind of things that you want to learn with lighting and photography? And at the same time, show your support and love. Head on to my e-learning website. We got amazing, tons of videos there, especially the premium courses and the all access, where you get a wide genre of topics posted and uploaded every week so that you can learn photography, videography, audio, editing, and everything that you can think of to get better visuals.